Hello, my name is Star, I'm your friendly neighborhood go-go dancer, and today we are talking about the 5 biggest mistakes that beginner go-go dancers make. And I know because I've made them all. If you made these mistakes, no harm done, you can always improve. I've made these mistakes and I've been doing this for over 2 years now, so there's no shame in these mistakes. I don't want to shame anybody for accidentally doing these things. Things happen. You get better though. And hopefully this will help you improve a lot faster and you won't have to make the same mistakes that I did, or at least not do them for as long as I did. Let's get to it. Mistake number 1, you don't use starter bills. Starter bills are what I like to call putting a few dollar bills on your body before you go on stage so that people know that they can tip you. I usually just take them out of my own wallet. Seeing those little dollar bills on you indicates to customers that you can receive tips. When I was beginning, I didn't think to even do this really. But when you first start, you're just kind of focused on, okay, like people, figuring out like what I'm doing on stage and like dancing, where my body's going. Oh my god, I'm really tired, I need to sit down for a minute. You're not really focused on how to make the most money out of the few hours that you're there. I didn't really think to do it in the beginning until I saw another dancer put a few dollar bills on some like wristbands, some like in his shorts, and I thought, oh, that's actually probably a pretty good idea. And now I see literally everybody do it, and I don't know why I didn't notice it in the beginning. It gets over the hump of people not being quite sure if they're allowed to tip you or not, or if that is an okay practice in this setting. So put a few dollar bills on your body just so that people can clearly see, yes, it's okay. You can just communicate that really quickly and really straightforwardly to people. The next mistake is you don't interact with customers enough. In the beginning for me, I was just really nervous about interacting with customers. I had a certain level of confidence, but that was just kind of like a surface level confidence of like, yeah, I'm going to go up here and show off, but like, I don't really want to actually talk to people because I feel like this is a very, very easily broken facade. And that's why I didn't really talk to customers a whole lot. You know, I would kind of just like dance around on the stage, kind of be in the background. So I had another dancer, oddly enough it was the same one, and he is a total whore. He would always tell me like, hey, you need to like actually like talk to people, get to know them. That makes them want to come back, that makes them want to see you, that gives you regulars. That means they're gonna regularly see you and they're gonna regularly tip you. And he has a ton of regulars, and that's because he always talks to people, he always connects with people, asks them questions, like compliments them, tell them like, yeah, I love that shirt on you, oh my god, that's so cute, like, oh my god, your eyes are so pretty. I do love the people that come in. They're always really nice, they're always very attractive as well. So now whenever somebody wants to tip me, I always like blow them a kiss or like sing the song lyrics to them. Lately what I've been doing is that I'll see somebody maybe at the bar and they make eye contact with me, and I literally go to them, kind of taking that first initiative step and going to that person instead of waiting for them to come to you is also really helpful. And people really appreciate that. People feel really flattered when that happens, and it just makes it more likely for them to tip you, or at least it gets the attention of other people around them that might want to tip you as well. I was always kind of nervous about doing that because I was always afraid of being annoying or being like really in your face of like, hey, give me money. And yes, to some degree that is true, but also everybody's drunk in there. So they don't really care too much about, you know, someone's butt being in their face, I guess, I hope. Worry less about being annoying because your whole job is about being really in people's faces and showing off. Mistake number 3, you don't work out regularly. Well, when I first started, I was working a pretty physically intense job. You know, I assumed, you know, for my job, I'm walking between like 6 to 10 miles a day, you know, lifting heavy things. You know, I'm in pretty good shape, so I could probably do this job. it is an entirely different beast from what I was originally working. I've actually made this mistake more than one time. A few months ago, I was really sick for a couple of weeks. As soon as I felt better, I worked that next day. But the thing was, in that 2 weeks, I hadn't been working out because I was sick. So when I went back to work, I was so tired, like I was shaking because I was so tired because I hadn't been working out regularly. I recommend doing anything that involves a lot of cardio and coupled with some strength stuff. But definitely the cardio is really important for you to get used to your heart rate being elevated for long amounts of time. I personally work out about 3 times a week, if not more than that. And yes, that is a Christmas tree in the background. And it's currently halfway through February. But I'm lazy. So I highly recommend working out regularly because it's going to make this job a lot easier. Mistake number 4, you wear lingerie or underwear on stage. I've definitely done this before. It works, it's fine. There's nothing super detrimental to doing it. However, underwear and lingerie is not meant to take the amount of physical activity that you're doing. Your underwear is not used to you jumping up and down for 3 hours straight. It's not used to you like doing the splits. It's not used to you like the amount of sweat that you do. The elastic wears out a lot faster. I would recommend getting a dedicated dancewear outfit. Websites like iHeartRaves, your local like store that might sell this stuff. I would do your research on finding things that would be a good option so that you just have something that lasts a lot longer than your average lingerie piece. Nothing wrong with just using underwear in the beginning, and once you have enough money, you can invest in like a real dancer outfit. I personally already had a set for when I used to go to raves quite a bit, and I just used that for my first couple of nights working there. From the money from that, I started building my own closet with that. I now have about 5 outfits that I cycle through. I'd recommend avoiding lingerie and underwear as much as you can and instead invest in a serious dance wear outfit. Mistake number 5, you don't know the music that you're dancing to. And I am a big culprit of doing this. When I first started working, the stage that I was working on, that I did the best on, that I made the most money on, played music that I never listened to before. It was mostly like modern rap, hip hop from the past 10 years or so. They would play anything from like, you know, Post Malone and Lil Nas X. And sometimes they would play old school like Snoop Dogg. See, here's the thing. I still don't know these artists. For a period of time, the other job that I was working, I would be in a car for most of the day just by myself. I would turn the radio station onto popular hip hop and rap radio stations, and that let me learn the music, learn who's popular, learn the words. Shampoo press, get you out of my hair. Fresh photos with the my left stroke just went viral. Right stroke put a baby in a spiral. Quick little additional note for learning the music. If you work at a venue that plays music that includes the N-word, don't say it if you're not a person who is black. I never say it. When I was learning this music, I was listening to public radio that doesn't play music with swears, and it also censors out the N-words. So when I was learning these songs, I learned it without using the N-word in that music. So I'm kind of just trained to not use it. It's not a disclaimer that I feel like I should have to make, but I'm making it just in case it wasn't clear. Back to the rest of the video. So those customers really like that music. They get really hyped when they hear a popular song. And if I don't know that song, I can't get excited with them. I can't interact with them as well as I would if I had known that song. But yeah, this has really not only been helpful for me and my job, but also just personally nice, so I can discover new music that I can actually really enjoy. That's all I have to say. I hope you found this helpful, and let me know if there's any tips that I may have missed in this video. I could make a part 2 of this video. I'll see you next time. Bye!
Un Pierre, un Paul, un Jacques.